Ada eich blaen, Ida May, en verilith Serenade. Oh! A bit. I convinced my advisors we'd be unwise to depart before I'd tasted each of this year's wines. My knowledge would be incomplete, you see. A bit different. A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. A friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. A Garkin from Angren. I slew it. All by my lonesome. A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen. A true shame. A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade. A witcher's silver sword. A witcher's sword. Swallow. Ah! Aha! Ah, it's lovely here. I could stay forever. Ard Serbin, home of the ladies of the wood. Absolutely. You said it yourself. A royal griffin's a rare sight. Actually, not a thing. I slew a Garkin, collected my bounty. I believe I'm owed some respite. Hagar, you're incorrigible. Afraid? After that, nothing but dreams. After that Garkin in Angren, I believe I deserve a little rest. Again, you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. Damn it! Agreed. Frankly, I'd rather have come here with a contract to do some witcher's work. His chest is crushed. Ribs probably pierced his lungs. It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring. We should have stayed there. That was a jest on Geralt's part. What awaits us? All because of this damned elder blood. My gift. My curse. All of them. All right. We'll talk later. All right. I have everything. Now for a spot where I can build a fire and brew the oil in peace. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia. Almost managed to forget it was today. Almost there. Always managed to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening. Am I a banner to be held aloft and kept from the enemy? That's how you treat me. None of you has the courage to face this threat. An eye for an eye. An important feast is observed here annually. The Sabbath, they call it. All the local folk attend. I suspect Imlerith attends too, as the crone's guest. Honorin for your thoughts. And about the time you broke your leg after wagering you jump off the roof of Kaer Morhen and land a horse's back? And did the sun warm your face or your back? And explain to your parents that they must not lose their children in the woods. And guess who's the guest of honour? And he'll kill any who stand in his way. And if they try to force me into something, and I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice. I will have the option to refuse. And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat. And Lambert, dead, because of me. And that might have ended very badly for you. And that's why we've the wild hunt to contend with. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead. And where is he? My friend. And yet you came in. And you know I shan't let you refuse. And you've seen him? Another chance to win. Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avalach, I decided to find you and Yen. Apparently, Imlerith came here at Eredin's behest, to order the crones to keep their eyes open and ears pricked, in case Avalach were to seek shelter in his Velen hideout. Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to. Aren't you nosy? Ah! Aren't you supposed to cheer me up? As am I. Shall we ride? As before? I'm to marry some princeling and become your puppet? As if it could ever be about anything else. As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be ordinary. As I've been hearing since I was born. As rain. As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. As you wish. I'll be at the graveyard. At Kaer Morhen. At last! There you are! At one point, he wished to teleport there. To retrieve something. And he refused to take me with him. It was all very strange. Authoritarian rotter unworthy of even 1 inch of trust. Avalok. He told me of those who chase us. Claims knowledge itself can tip the scales. Avalok. He prepared some special ointments for me. Avalok claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness. Avalok claims vengeance is only ever satisfying when served cold. He's wrong. Avalok gave me a choice. I made the decision. I must stop it. Avalok? He's not let me down to date. Not once. Avalok is right. If I do nothing, humans, elves, all will face destruction. Avalok says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. Avalok speaks the truth. I asked him to help me open the tower, because I aim to enter it. Avalok told me of beings who commune with the NL elves. They can be found in every part of our world. In Velen, the crones do this. Avalok tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands. Avalok's a good tutor. Avalok's different. Back where you came from! B, I'm standing right here. B, you strumpet. Control yourself. This is Geralt. Beautiful. May I? Besides, even if doing that were to free me of Eredin, there will always be those with some kind of plan that includes me. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer. Beyond the village, there's a pit. They fill it with sheep taken by Blackleg. Crabs pick at their bones at night. Black Mare. The one in the stable. It's cold. Cold. But at the moment I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. But he looks more serious. More grave somehow. But how'd I... What? But I can't. I must try. For you, Yen, Triss, for everyone. But I want your opinion. Should I go or not? But I'm not getting anywhere. But it wasn't and it didn't. We killed it. What is this about? But that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now. But the people there were much taller and had dark skin. But what? By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point. By the way, that spectacle with the coin. What was that? Calm down, Dandelion. We can't leave Dudu in Horson Jr.'s hands, you know that. Calm down. Avalok knows him better. We'll hear him out when he returns. Calm the horses. Agar and I will open the door. Can we go? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Careful, or I'll cut you. Centuries ago, it was a hallowed site for druids. But then the crones arrived, destroyed the Velen Circle, and deformed the sacred oak atop the mountain. Certainly didn't seem so. Certainly don't plan to. See you. Change of plans. Imlerith will be at the Sabbath. We'll get him there. Cheer up. We can manage this, I'm certain. Close. Come on! Come. Don't just stand there. I want a hug. Come, Geralt. It's time. Come. I'll help you up. Come. Let's see. Come. We shall talk on the way. Come. I'll walk you home. Come get me! Come here. Come on. Coming with? Congratulations. Could you open a portal to Hindersfjord? It's not working, don't you see? Damn it! By a hair! Damn it! 2 out of 3! Damn it! He's not here. Skjall has no grave. Damn. Too long. Damned simpleton got it in his head that we cheated him and kidnapped Dudu. Dandelion! Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honour depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the temple guard. Did he believe you? Did I hear right? You walked here all the way from Novigrad. Did you have a hand in what Geralt mentioned? The work of those human mages. Did you lose your way? Didn't understand. Too many syllables. Fuck off! Do I have a choice? Do parents often send their children out to follow the sweets? Do they return? Do you see him here? I left him a letter. We'll rejoin him in Novigrad. Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends. Don't know. Depends what I see.
Don't make me laugh.
Don't make us beg. Don't treat me like a child.
Don't you understand? There won't be a next time.
Drink and race, travel from town to town, not worry a whit about anything. Drowned. Dead rock.
Dudu, listen. This is what we'll do. Dudu?
Dudu's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage. Earlier, when we were in the Isles together, Avalach mentioned a laboratory.
Easy.
I believe you.
Effective.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. I could stay right here forever.
Enough!
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Ard Skellig. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. So many bruises. Eskel told me. But I want to hear you tell it. I'm certain you have a rational explanation.
Even more so.
Everything seems to suggest a fiend. Everything will be all right. Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice. Exactly. Coming with?
Excellent work! Did you see the two fools who tried to chase us?
Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Faster! You're trailing!
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors.
Fine. Be careful.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly, and not through Geralt. For a walk. Or is that not allowed either? Because I could break my leg.
For the cockatrice. And we've a new contract. It won't pay much, but I think it worth the toil.
Geralt.
You're terrible.
Geralt. Geralt. Choose one of these.
Geralt. Geralt.
Geralt! On your left! Geralt, we're leaving.
Geralt, believe me. A tavern, mulled wine, our boots drying by the fire. I'd like nothing better. Geralt, I didn't have to imagine anything. Remember, before we parted, we walked a good stretch of the path together.
Geralt, I shan't leave until I bury him.
Geralt, I'm fed up. I won't have others deciding for me behind my back. We ride for Velen. Geralt, please, not now. Geralt, stop fussing. We'll not strip the merchant bare. And it's finally a chance to do something other than run from the wild hunt. Geralt, you know that's never been true.
Geralt! Geralt gave the signal!
Oh, Geralt, not now, please.
Geralt stays or we both leave.
Geralt, when they treat a woman differently in this world, it hardly ever means better. Quite the opposite.
Geralt, where is he? We must...
Geralt's worried. He believes we let girls go too easily. Get a grip, Dandelion. We must focus on the task at hand. Get up. We must go. I've saddled the horses.
Getting old, your aim's off!
Girl, you can come out now. Come on.
Giving you a head start.
Glad you made it. I'd started to think you wouldn't find the time.
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room. Good luck. Good question. I've no silver, but I can make a blade oil. Greasing my blade. Had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat round a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
Had one just like it! Ha! Ah! Mistake, you rat! Ha! You're pathetic. Ha ha! Geralt of Rivia, defeated! Need to work on those dodges.
Not what I meant.
Haha, seems you've slowed. Oh, I will thrash you. Come and get me. So why not?
Hardly a challenge. Hardly surprising, given he was Avalach's student. Have you learned where Horson is keeping Dudu? He and his troop helped me. Then introduced me to B. And through B, I found Dandelion. He craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The crones indulge him, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain for the Sabbath. He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for Oh, perhaps half a year. He had a fall.
He is. Very dangerous at that. The butcher of White Orchard.
He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands, not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
He killed my friend.
He seems to have aged. He seems younger, quite rejuvenated. Abandoning high-level politics seems to have done it. It's as if the very awareness of peace grants him strength, which most likely is the case. He tried, but I told him I wished to be a good ruler, a strong ruler, not some puppet.
Hey!
Let's go. Mine could do a lot more. Thanks a lot. I know. Still. Had to try. Hello there. Are you lost? Help me stand.
Help me! I'm near the pendulums!
Help me contact Dandelion.
He's in trouble! I'm going to help him!
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters.
Hey! Hey! That's cheating! Hide! Quickly!
His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say?
Hjalmar sealed the portal!
It's dead. But a pig here? Must be a human settlement nearby. When did children get so smart? They set their hounds on me in one village. In another, they forbade me from taking a drink from their well. Other than that, it's been all right. No one's tried to cheat me out of my reward so far.
You are, and you do.
Belly's all in blood. Clawed open. No wolves did this. Massacred. By something with immense claws. A pretty little trinket. Bloodshot, but still moist. He died recently. Not a bad idea. Something tore his leg off. No, gnawed it off.
There!
They'll weigh their words more carefully with you there. What's this? Marrow's missing. Interesting.
Who would have saved yours then?
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
Hold on, Triss!
How? How can you be sure? What if you want something more? How could she? She didn't know anything.
How did you fare with the merchant?
How did you wind up here? How exactly do you plan to catch anything? How I feared I'd never manage, yet you forbade me from giving up.
How long?
How long did I lie there?
How many times must I try?
How will you lift the barrier?
I thought I could at least count on you to treat me seriously.
Hurry.
I am not some lass, and anyone who so much as touches this grave will learn that the hard way.
I asked Sultan, and he said Whoreson's alive and well on Temple Isle. I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron.
I believe I qualify. I bet they have plans for me, and they're deigning to inform me of them.
I can look after myself.
I cannot hide forever. I must face them. I can't leave him like that.
I can't say just yet, but I'm not willing to rule it out. I certainly hope not. It's brought me no small trouble. I didn't even realise the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once. I didn't intend it to.
I do. Hide!
I do. Thank you, Geralt. I don't know, Geralt. I've a feeling it's important. Come with us. I don't know. Don't really want to talk about it. I'm going for a walk. I don't know how to thank you. I don't know when we'll see each other again. I don't understand. I don't wish to read this either. I fear fighting the hunt will only be the beginning. For me, at least. I feel like I shouldn't see anyone who is fond of me. At least not until we defeat the Wild Hunt. I feel strange. Both of you staring at me bug-eyed. Is that enough? I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avalok appeared. Out of nowhere. I give you my heart. What kind of a spell is that? I go wherever I please. Whenever I please. I had nothing to do with that. There's just no one else in the world who's his daughter.
I have Avalok for that.
I was too late to help him. I intend to do no such thing, ever. And I don't set my name to any orders just yet. I'm being groomed. Emir's idea.
So he sent me and a flock of advisors off on a tour of the provinces.
I just travel a lot, and I don't always happen upon such good and civil company. I knew we'd succeed. From the start. I know, but I thought... I know. The magic's gone. Sorry. I know. I know you didn't expect this, but... I let you win. I like coming back into your life. I like it when you smile. I like them too. Oh, I'd love to join them.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Snivelling. Scared to death and about 8 years old.
I must avenge Vesemir. I must bid Valdo farewell. I must climb onto the roof. I must flee. I must get down there. I must leave. I must leave this place. I must say, he's rather handsome. I must unwind. I'll go for a walk. I nearly killed you. Killed everyone. I never lose my way.
I preferred not to put her in danger.
I realised I had to stop fleeing. I realised that if I wish to change anything, I cannot do so hunting monsters round forgotten villages. I must do so from there. From Nilfgaard.
I refuse to sit idle while you risk your lives for me.
I remember. But I also remember what you advised Eredin do with me once I was caught. And I remember what the Red Riders did at Kaer Morhen. I remember. I'll be there soon. I remember you teaching me. And to think I thought you an overbearing cold shrew at the time.
I shall come back with Avalok. Together.
I should not have fled here to Kaer Morhen.
I slew only 2 of the crones. I started undoing 1 shirt button more. Problem solved.
I still do.
I suppose.
Why not? I take after you.
I think that depends on me. If he feels I'm up to the task, he'll head out to pasture. Yes.
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. I travelled. Through time, space, different worlds. I saw houses of glass. Ran with unicorns at the world's end. Even lived in an undersea kingdom for a time. I understand. I used to fear training on this.
I visited a city once that was very much like Novigrad.
I want to look him in the eyes. I wanted to, but I didn't know how. I've been happy here. I was afraid I'd ruin it. I wanted to make every minute count. I wanted to thank you for everything.
I was a wanted woman afterwards.
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's get the key. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. I was black and blue practically all the time. That pendulum was a nightmare. I was deeply troubled. You've no idea.
I was thinking of Eskel and Lambert.
I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling. I was worried about drafts. A lung infection's the last thing I need right now. I wasn't very good at controlling it, so I had to concentrate intensely and hope I didn't land in the crater of an active volcano. I will, Geralt. Once I emerge from the tower. If I emerge, I will wish to thank her. She risked a lot. I wish we'd spent more time together then.
I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses of the lodge.
I wonder what they're doing.
I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
I wouldn't mind some, but do we plan to wait here until he leaves?
I'd like to be ordinary.
I'd rather not. Not yet, at least. I'd rather not talk about myself.
I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt.
If that is, there's more than ash left of us once this is over.
If he hates me so deeply, why didn't he tell me to my face? If he thinks he can buy me, he is sorely mistaken.
If it wasn't, you shouldn't have accepted it. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
If that is all, then...
If they despise me so, they should leave me be.
If they do, I'll bite back.
If you mean to suggest Yennefer had anything to do with this, then the answer is no.
If you're asking whether Emir threatened to send the Alba division after you if I didn't agree, then the answer is no.
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
I'll finish what you started.
I'll go in alone, you know? You'll stay outside.
I'll go see where our dearest sage is.
I'll manage. Get out of my way.
I'll meet you back at Dandelions.
I'll meet you there.
I'll need to cross onto the roof. Wait for me in front of Junior's house. And I know it's difficult, but do try to look inconspicuous.
I'll not stop with his staff. I'll rip their heads off.
I'll wait for you here. I'll wait here. I'm certain they would. But Avalok claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He's spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I'm glad we stayed. I'm going down to the riverside. Want to take a walk, be alone for a bit.
I'm gone.
I'm here looking for someone.
I'm no worse a fighter than you.
I'm not a witcher. Just grew up there. I'm not at all shy. I just wanted something to sit on. I'm not in that much of a hurry. I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell head first and forward. I'm sorry, but I can't bring myself to chat right now. I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible. I'm sorry, I know I should have. But I feared you'd not understand. I'm sorry, it's not a good time. I'm sorry, but I really must go. I'm still a long way from mastering anything, but I am trying. Anyway, I did learn from the best, Imlerith. Immense pain before death. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to flee Novigrad. In that case, I'll await you there. The market in Gildorf. In Vizima, my father and I spoke. For long. Argued, really, and parted. Then a messenger came with a letter. I didn't say anything at first because I wasn't sure, and then, interesting part of the world. Perhaps you'll get a contract for some rare snow beast. A Barbagazi, or a Vendigo, or an Amarok. Is it done?
Is that so?
Is that so? And does she lead her cows out to pasture at dawn? Milk them herself? I'd love to see that.
Is that what this was about? From the start?
It granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
It sure seemed like it was about the coin in there.
It was. It was at first. But in time, it became automatic. Like riding a horse. It was hard going at first. It was so good to see you all again. Hang in there and take care of yourselves. It was the sorceresses of the lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer. It'll start soon. It's a bit low, isn't it? Rummaging through his papers. It's a lovely home. Has a great deal of potential. It's a souvenir of someone special who's dead now. It's beautiful. But it's beautiful. May I? It's changed a bit since I last left. It's just that, what if I disappear again tomorrow? For good this time, like my mother did. It's nice. It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible. It's not luck. You're a professional killer. And I'm a chip off the old block. It's not that easy. I tried once, remember? It's that good with her? I've come to apologise. I disappeared so suddenly, then, just like that. Keep your fingers crossed. Kira? Kira Metz? What's she doing in Velen? Lasse, son of Njord. Olaf, son of Over. Inga, daughter of Trotnir. Last I remember, I was on the Skellige shore, arguing with Avalok. He wanted to take me somewhere safe. Leave him alone, Agar. That's just how Geralt is. Righteous. Less talk, more giving me a hand. Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return. Let's ferret on. See if we can't find something even more interesting. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sick of this place. Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf. Let's say I go about my business, and when there's coin to be earned, I don't readily turn it down. Let's see. Oh, his liver's gone. Let's stay a bit longer. Let's try it out then. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me. Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you.
Likewise.
Lips parted and bloated. Bit clear through his tongue. Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but I really must go now.
Look, a child. Look over there. Children.
Looking for lost little girls. Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dream, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Meaning what exactly? That I ought to be looking about for giant jars holding my siblings? A little here, a little there. Very. Thank you. I'd not eaten in... And if my breasts needed smearing with fox tallow? Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage. I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
See you.
Yes, it's fine. Slow, but gradually forward.
Miss Love will collect them. And we should probably try to hunt along the way.
A witcher. Though not entirely. I never went through the mutations.
Splendid. Must we return to the boat right away?
My companion comes with me. My nan hit harder than that. Neither do I.
Never thought I'd say anything of the sort to Eredin.
No! No! Geralt gave the signal from the woods and Triss hasn't cast the spell.
No. A far more special oil.
No, but I have my suspicions.
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance.
No, Geralt. I've seen what is to come. I know destruction approaches. The worlds will freeze, one after the other, and all life will be eradicated.
No, Geralt. The hunt would never have come to Kaer Morhen if I wasn't here. No, he simply sensed me used my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. No, I can't stand graveyards. Really dislike wandering them alone.
No, it means that I was young and drunk. And it happened. At least it's not terribly visible.
No, that's not me. Where's the scar?
No, that's not right. I wasn't in a shipwreck.
No. And I'd prefer she not get involved this time.
No, he simply doesn't like others to see it.
No, I come to kill you. No, I want to listen. No, I wanted to go with you. That was my idea. No, I will flee no more.
No, I'm almost ready.
No, in another world. No, this is worse.
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had. No buts, stay here. I must see something.
No, except to mention that you fancy me.
No kings among wolves. No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage. One with extraordinary powers. No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky. No problem. I'll wait here.
No!
Nor am I now. Let's go. Not as quick as I am. My greater worry was its strength. I was far outclassed there. But a dose of black blood did the trick. We fought a while, I feigned a mistimed dodge and let it drink. The rest was easy. Not at all. I told him I'm in no hurry. I must see what the whole thing's about first. Acquaint myself with the Empire's institutions, laws and so forth. Not at all. I'm doing what I ever wanted to do. Being who I wanted to be. I believe that's one definition of happiness. Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there. Not here. On Hindersfjall. In Lofoten. I met a young man, Skjall. And I'd like... Not many would have done it with such courage. Thank you.
Not my father. My uncle. Uncle Vesemir.
Not quite. Not yet. But I'm sure we'll find the way if we set off together.
Not so much. A bit.
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying.
Not this time. Not unless we want to anger it.
Not what I thought I'd find. Nothing. Just sitting, waiting for you. It's nice here. Nothing just yet, but something's afoot. Philippa and Margarita want to speak to me. Nothing would make me happier.
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then who knows where.
Now, I merely think of the place I wish to travel to, close my eyes, and it's done. Now to find Eredin and kill him. Obligations, duties. I'm only here because Emir concluded I must get to know what I'll rule once I take the throne. So I'm on a tour of the provinces with a small swarm of advisors.
Of course.
I'll be there soon. Of dog tallow, fool's parsley, wolf's liver, and mistletoe. The fiend will feel terrible, terrible pain. Of dog tallow, wolfsbane, fool's parsley, and wolf's liver. The Wolf King will feel terrible, terrible pain.
Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
Oh, yes. From very far away.
Oh, you're in for it now!
Serious talk coming. On a small isle between Undvik and Speakerog. On his way up the mountain. On the way here, I didn't know what I'd do. Killing him was definitely an option. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofferton, the hunt's attack, my flight. And then, dreams. Just dreams. One of the people I told you about. A gesture of gratitude. One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it. Only I can prevent this from happening. Only I can stop the destruction. I've given it much thought and made my decision. Only the Elder Blood can stop the White Frost. Only I can stop it. That was close. Ooh. Or just go home. Or you've gotten old. Ordinary.
Out of the question. I can look after myself. Out of the way, you louts. Or we'll cut up your mug so the girls at Cripple Kate's won't even have you.
People there had metal in their heads. Waged war from a distance. Using things similar to megascopes, perhaps. But if so, it will be a very, very long time from now. Perhaps I should have told you. I see now you might have understood. Perhaps this was not a good idea after all.
Perhaps you'd care to wager.
Very funny.
Prove it. Quick, hide!
Quiet, you'll wake them.
Ready?
Really, there's no need. I feel fine now. Really? Eridin's hardly alone. There are others. They have plans for me. Remember me? Remember me training on the pendulum? Rhiannon, Amavet, Fiona, Corbett the Centurion, Muriel, Adalia, Calanthe, Pavetta. Right. We must still go by the Golden Sturgeon. Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Room on the top floor. One with the balcony. Say no more. I'll be over it by the time we reach Velen.
See, I can do it too.
See what I've got on my back? See you, Geralt.
See you in far corners. See you outside the Golden Sturgeon.
Seems in fine health to me. Seems to me you have a plan. Care to share it with us? Shh, he's coming. Shall we?
Shame I can't do that at will, because I'd really like to now.
Shame the Emperor doesn't have another daughter. We could buy all the horses in Novigrad. She needs help.
Sheathe it before you hurt yourself.
She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Ship?
Shit.
Let's go. We must find the key. Should we go? Shouldn't cross them, I told you. Silence. It's completely still. Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the Wild Hunt down on them. So, how did the two of you? So, off to Novigrad then? It's so good to see you, Bee. So I should go? So I thought. But I think we should check something first. So this is... So we must go east. So, what was it like? You know, when the wish lost its hold. What did you feel? So when I read that notice, the contract, when I saw Angren, I knew I had to do it. Alone. Without my nanny. Someone might come looking for me. I wouldn't want to cause you any trouble. Someone must secure our retreat. There's bound to be a struggle. Things could get intense. We'll need to flee fast. Disappear in the crowd. Something picked him up and threw him against the tree. Sometimes I wish I could be like them. Sometimes they have no choice. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. Not now, at least. Speak for yourself. Speaking of which, as the future Empress, I could secure you a comfortable position as Court Witcher.
Splendid work! Stand down, or I will hurt you!
Stay there, and look away. Still swift as the wind, Valdo. Stop whining. You're a Witcher. You've dived in murkier waters. Suppose it can't kill me. Might as well try.
Sure you're not smarting from a defeat by a true maestro?
Take care of yourself.
Tally-ho!
Tell her the truth. Always. Tell me. How do you do it?
Thank you!
Thank you. Thank you. I thank you for coming with me. Thank you for coming. I detest graveyards. especially wandering them alone. Thank you once more.
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners. Thanks, Geralt. That was splendid.
Thanks, Geralt.
Thanks. Thanks. Truly swift, this mare. That is no excuse. Nothing can excuse this.
Well, that makes one of us.
That was courageous, Dudu. I'd never expect it from you.
That was silly. It's just that I felt stifled in your shadow. I'd have suffocated had I stayed.
That was strange.
That went smoothly.
That'll be the day.
That's Pablo. I plan to learn how to juggle one day. That's why I had to lure this one to a place both spacious and empty, where it would have nowhere to hide. I found an abandoned crypt far from any town or village.
The best I could do. Besides, what do you have against Dandelion?
The camp of some travelling circus performers. Non-humans. The first roadside inn you pass. Take her there. Pay for a month in advance, carve "Do Not Disturb" into the room door, and shut it behind you.
The Golden Sturgeon. A girl who works there helped me.
The house is lovely, but it could use a bit of work. The house is lovely. It just needs some work. The little one. No details.
The men at Crow's Perch. They spoke of this place.
The oak, the crones. I fear that was your last feast. The other one, Caranthea, is said to be secretive and pragmatic.
The path awaits. Come on.
The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts.
I've no idea why. The peasants feared coming here. And the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is. The prophecies are true. I have seen worlds bound in ice. I know what awaits you. The Sabbath. It's the perfect opportunity. Imlerith will be drunk among his cohorts, caught up in the revelry. He'll not expect the blow. The shore of Hindisfjall. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there. The Temple Guard were breathing down my neck. The third fled, with Vesemir's medallion. My sole memento. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it. The training I did with Avalark was very helpful. The trial. The wall's holding, and Hjalmar sealed the rift. The White Frost has not. The Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt. Everyone? No one survived? The Wild Hunt was after me. Had Skjall not led me away then, why they would have reduced Lofoten to ash.
The Wolf King's no fantasy, it seems. Except he's a werewolf. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Then I met Valdo. Then our future's settled.
Then there'll be nothing to stop him from returning. He hasn't ever had a problem changing his mind.
There, that's better. Let's get out of here.
There. We'll see just how effective Uncle Vesemir's formulae are.
There are more and more! There's naught you can do to make us turn on one another.
There's the balcony. Let's see what's inside.
They always know where I teleport to, and they move from place to place in an instant. They call me Ciri. Nice to meet you. They made an exception for me. They say whoever takes Novigrad will take the north. They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me. They're entering the courtyard. They're gone. You can come out. They're here for me, Geralt. I'm going to Nilfgaard, to Ymir. They're non-humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the Temple Guard were after.
Think I should go?
Think the body. What could have become of it? This does concern me. These are my friends.
This? It's nothing.
This is for you. A trinket to remember me by. This is for you. All that you loan me, plus a small premium. This is my story, not yours. You must let me finish telling it. This is no time for you to lecture me.
This? No. It's a tattoo.
Those months at Kaer Morhen. They passed so quickly. Though a portal would be quicker.
Though, actually, just between you and me, I'm not certain I'm cut out to rule, govern, all that.
Time we were on our way. To be honest, I just wanted to go for a walk with you. To be honest, I prefer women to me. You never showed me the full version. I had no idea Viedmont of Eden was an ancestor. To race the Baron himself, I'd consider it an honour. To see a girl who helped me once. To see Horson Jr. To Velen, Bald Mountain. But a few days till the Witch's Sabbath. Told you wouldn't believe me. Too late now.
Too much of a coward to race a woman? Triss and I never met, because the temple guard showed up. True. Not really. A bit. But you can't let it bother you. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avalok began gasping for air. Ugh, that was horrible. Ugh, bastards. Ugh, might have expected it.
Skjarl saved your bloody lives.
Uh-huh.
Baldo!
Very well. Ask away. Very well. I'll see you.
Very well. Lead us to your lord.
Vizima is on the way. I suppose we can drop in. Wait for an opportunity.
Wait here. Don't come any closer.
Wake up! Want me to sit and wait while others risk their lives for me? Was he the one who punished his daughters with a hot iron? Or the one who had his own father's eyes gouged out?
Watch out!
Water coursing down there. I'll jump, damn it! We can meet her in 2 days if we hurry. We did it. We don't have much time. But it's enough for you to learn a few things. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen. We hadn't planned it, had no time to consider, we just bolted.
We have to open the gate for them!
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skelliger after that.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there.
We need to go to Temple Isle. We needed to find another way. That was clear. We needn't say goodbye. We ought to rejoin them. We really don't need to play hare and hounds. We shan't try to trick her. We should get back. We were right to come.
Well, come on.
Well, I've departed, escaped, been forced to flee so many times. Yet I always returned. You ought to be used to it by now. We'll be certain to stop by. So long. We'll be fine. We'll have no better chance to get him. Well, he seems nice. We'll soon find out. We'll start with the bits.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face.
Well, then be silent.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt, we must get there before daybreak.
We're even now.
We've awoken the sentry.
We've done the hardest part. Only the pleasant bits left now. We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalok said they dwell below the oak, among its roots. We've not even opened the door yet. We've tried at least 20.
What?
What?
Do you fear I'll level this place like I did Kaer Morhen? What?
What about her? What about the dictatorial rotter part?
What about you?
What can you know about saving the world, silly? You're but a witcher. What can you possibly know about that? What creature was it? What do I do? What do you mean?
What do you say to this?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. What? What happened? You get the jitters? What is it? What of it? What the blazes were you thinking? What would be the point? Surely none now.
What you should have done long ago. We're burying Skjarl.
What's that? What's that got to do with anything? What's the catch?
What's this? Did you undress me?
What's this inscription? What's yours? When do you leave? When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. When I pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can sense it. That's how Avalok explains it, at any rate. He can do it too. When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
Where?
Where am I? And who are you? Where are my clothes?
Phew. That's strong.
Which aspect is that? Which essentially means they take turns lecturing me while I follow them about, scribbling notes. Who taught you that? Horson Jr.? Was there no one else you could impersonate? Why? Why don't you tell me where you live? Why not? Why show it to me at all, then? Why would you tell me now? Will you believe me? Will you take me into the mountains and make me drink hemlock? Will you visit his grave with me? I'd like to say goodbye.
Wimp.
With Triss? Wolf hairs. At this altitude? Strange. Wolves fear it. Kings do too. Wonderful. Who wouldn't want to meet the ladies? Won't you at least give Triss some time to pack? Won't you at least give Yennefer some time to pack? Worked out nicely, don't you think? Would you mind making certain your laces are tied? Wraiths pursue me. The wild hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
Wrong, you louse! Worse!
Yeah. Pour me another. Yennefer mentioned something. Yes. And you saved me. For how long? A week? A month? Yes, my ship. We set sail from Novigrad. Yes, thank you.
Yes, very specific. And thoroughly absurd.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avalark's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog.
Yes, yes, yes!
Yes, yes. And I must do this. Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avalark refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the hunt's ranks. Yes. I shall go for a walk. I must unwind. Yes. There are always more important things. Yes. Though also just a little. Yes. I've been through a lot. Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avalark opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time.
Yet we must kill them. Or sooner or later we will all die. Yield and save me some time.
You and Triss. Never expected it, to be honest. You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. You and your father, when did you leave home?
You call that a hit?
You can come down. You can come out now. You can't possibly stay at Kaer Morhen all the time. You could come with me. You don't know how it is to see someone you love die. Because of you. For you.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
You doubt it? You have bandages at home. Some spirit? He laid a claw or two on me, unfortunately. Oh, you haven't changed a bit. You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. You. I remember you. From Tir na Liar. You know, folk would stare at the scar on my cheek, always. It used to upset me greatly. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword. You know, I don't really have a home. I'm a traveller. You know me. Nothing I like more than breaking rules. You know, perhaps it's not my concern, but I'm glad you and Yennefer have ended up together. You know the rest. You lead. You lifted the curse. You look good. You must learn to live without them.
You never gave me piggyback rides at Kaer Morhen, remember? Vesemir was the only one willing.
You promised to show me that griffin's nest before we left. Let's go now. You seem concerned. Things not go well with the merchant. You should stay. See to Astrid, your mum. You sure it was him? You'd met him? You too. You took your time. You were eavesdropping.
You were right. That really works.
You wished to speak. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
You'd not hit a woman, would you?
You'll not try to stop me. Take me to the Blue Mountains by force.
You'll regret that.
You'll see.
You'll survive!
Your father, why did he have you follow the trail of treats? Do you know? Your first kiss, wasn't it? Your hand must have slipped, because it seems he's recovered. Your parents must have been angry. You're here. Bee's inside. You're leaving? You're lucky we came this way. Found someone far less fortunate in the forest. You're right. I hope to come back here one day. We can finish our conversation then.
You're wrong. The White Frost is inevitable. It will come to freeze the worlds one after the other, eradicating all life. You're wrong. The White Frost truly does approach. Worlds will freeze, one after another, and all life will be eradicated.
You've a butler. You've a lovely home. With a great deal of potential. You've fixed it up nicely. You've fixed the place up nicely. You've much in common. You've no need to apologise for acting according to your nature. You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
You've seen him. You've talked enough.
Zoltan claims the word in town is we're more likely to run into Whoreson around here.